I failed. I can't do this contagion stuff. I failed. I feel like we're in like a trial period right now where there's less people that are sick. So like, if we can't do it now, how are we going to do it as more people get sick? I just was leaving the house. I grabbed my husband's water bottle by its neck, moved that out of the way, and then grabbed my drink by the neck to take with me. What good is that? So now, do I throw my drink away? I failed. So how's everybody holding up? This craziness, this whole new normal. Are you finding your new normal? It's weird, isn't it? The other night, Sean went to get cheesecake. We had the Slice of Joy coupons, and it's like, hurry, it's nearly, you gotta be home before curfew. It's so weird. So we're in New Jersey, and we can still, I'm going to work because the antique stores are still open, and it's not just me. The antique malls I'm in, it's 60 people. So me going to work means that any sale we get helps a team of 60. So as long as we're open, as long as the governor's allowing us to open non-necessity stores, we'll open because, we'll do what we can to help our dealers make a sale. So I'm still going to work. We're being responsible. We're only allowing, a certain amount of people in the store. We're sanitizing after each person. We're doing what we can. But yeah, so I'm still going to work. But it is weird, like how quiet everything is, and very, very strange. But things have really changed. So I don't know what it's like where you are, part of the country you're at. It's quiet, or if things have changed much. I know it's different depending where you are and how you feel about this. It's so funny, everyone's opinion. One person came in the store yesterday, and he's convinced it's all Google conspiracy theory based on Google. I hadn't heard that one yet, so interesting. I'm the optimist, and I am the what do they call it? Can't think of the word now. Where I see all sides. I can't help but see all sides. I can't think of the word now, the politically correct word, but I can't help but see everybody's side. I can't help, I guess it's the optimist in me. I have to see everybody's side. I can't just choose my own side. I have to see everybody's opinion. So I really can't choose whether what I think, whether everybody should be home. I see this every side to it. Like, I really do see that there should be a full quarantine, because you see, the testing's only just begun, and you see these crazy numbers starting, and it is scary because everybody has a relative that can't fight it, so we've got to protect our loved ones. I mean, my son can't fight it, so he's quarantined in his room, and my husband, even though he'd never admit it and doesn't know, he can't fight it, because if you look at the studies that they're saying, diabetes, if you have diabetes, you can't fight it, because diabetes is autoimmune. You have inflammation in your body, and apparently the COVID virus thrives on the insulin and the sugar in your body from being a diabetic. And so you're really high risk if you're diabetic. So they're saying if you're diabetic, you should not be leaving your house at all. If you have, autoimmune issues, if you have heart issues. So everybody knows a diabetic. So, people don't really, it's kind of scary. So I really am torn in that respect, because everybody has a loved one that is high risk. But the economy, it's like I say, I'm going to work because it's not about just me. If it was just me, I would stay home and protect my family. However, my daughter works at ShopRite, so she is exposed to everybody. So she's bringing home already very high. Cashiers and nurses, they said, are the most highly likely to be exposed. So she's already out there. So I feel like my house is already at risk. If not, just me, I would stay home, protect my son, protect my husband, keep everybody safe. But it's not. And again, the antique store isn't just me. So if I can go in and help 60 other people, now yesterday I was trying to do Facebook videos, trying to sell online, because you figure people are bored at home. Hopefully, it can bring them a little bit of joy, something to do, and hey, maybe they'll shop, maybe they'll buy something. Any little bit will help. So trying to find ways to think out of the box. So it's, I see both sides. Like, if we did completely all shut down and self-quarantine, that we could protect our loved ones. That people, I think, don't realize that these underlying causes are not just the elderly. They are somebody with diabetes, which is very common. Like I have Hashimoto's, thyroid disorder. My body's attacking my thyroid, so I'm high risk. So there's so many things that put you at high risk that people don't realize, that they just think, it's an underlying condition. Well, they had an underlying condition. You probably have an underlying condition. You just don't consider it an underlying condition. So, but I do not want the economy to suffer, and I don't want everybody else to suffer. I want to, kind of go as long as we can. But so I don't know. Again, I'm torn. I see everybody's side. So I don't know. But the other day I came home from work, and as of, I don't even know what day we're on now, Friday. So Wednesday, my daughter's job were discussing whether they were going to be able to keep their jobs. My husband's company was discussing what they were going to do, whether they're going to furlough everybody. So Wednesday morning was pretty gloomy. Obviously the antique stores, the sales are like zero. So we were like, they're thinking, at the end of the week, none of us are going to have jobs. Actually, ShopRite Jobs is going to be supporting the entire family. So I pull into the driveway, and a great song's playing, and I'm just thinking, I don't want to go to the house yet. I don't want to hear that my husband doesn't have a job. I don't want to hear that stuff. I just want to listen to this great song and just savor this moment. So I'm trying to enjoy the song, and I can't. My eyes well with water, and I'm just, this sucks. Like, I know it'll be okay. I am in such a better situation than so many. So many have so little to begin with, and this is devastating. So many have already lost their jobs. I know I'm blessed. I know I'm okay. I know we're all in the same situation. Mankind is suffering right now. I know I'm okay, but I'm not okay with okay. We work so hard for our families. We work 18-hour days every day, no sleep, for our families, because we want our families to have everything. We want our families to be happy. And, we love our families, obviously. So for everything to fall apart this quick, it sucks. I'm not okay with that. It's not fair, for anybody, for all of us. So, it's so sudden. It's crazy. So, you can't help but just be overwhelmed and stressed, even though we're going to be okay. It's going to be okay. But it's definitely, you can't help but feel overwhelmed and stressed, and just question it every now and again of, what is going to happen? Are we going to be okay? Is everybody going to get sick? Are we going to be, run out of money? What's going to happen? So, you can't help but get stressed. And thankfully, my husband's company is keeping him on for now. They're going to just make it do. He'll have a pay decrease because he's partly commissioned. So, but thank God he'll keep a job. My daughter's job's going to continue for a few more weeks, until now she's a temporary state worker, so she's dependent on a new budget. So her job's in April will depend on your budget. If this keeps up, there won't be a new budget, so she won't have a job. So, it's all temporary, but again, I know we're going to be okay. I know we're in a much better situation than many, but it's, we really have to bond together. And, the first thing I thought of when we found out about the kids being out of school, the kids are going to be home, was all the hunger, the kids that won't get meals. So many kids, they depend on that school lunch. That's the meal they have. There's no money. The parents are, have drug problems. The kids need those meals. So I could think of these kids at home or just home alone. The parents have to work. These kids are just going to be lonely. So immediately I just thought those kids. And then it started making me think about, if we have a quarantine, all the people at home that are in abusive relationships, and that they count on going to work to get out of abusive relationships. And being home too, there's so many other issues. It's like you have all those relationships that people just count on getting away from. And like right now, with all these appointments being canceled, psychiatrist appointments being canceled, people can't get their medication renewed. I mean, the snowball effect of everything right now, it's just crazy. But so many of us just forget, we think of world hunger. We don't think of our neighbor being hungry and our neighbor being abused. We need to look out for each other. They say mankind, doesn't matter about what color your skin is, what economic class you are. We're all in this together. This affects every single one of you. We're all affected. It's going to affect us all. So we all need to look out for each other. So we all need to try and help each other. Share your toilet roll. Look out for the kids. If you know there's a kid home alone, maybe you can help them out. Maybe make sure they have food. Maybe, I don't know. I know we can't do these big sleepover parties. I know it's not the point. The point is, trying to keep these kids a little bit isolated and separated so we're not spreading all these germs around. But I do worry about, people being forgotten. People that we think are okay, that we take for granted, thinking that we are a society of abundance, that it's not all true. Our neighbors are suffering and we just ignore it. We think they're okay, and they'll tell you they're okay. How many of us, we're doing fine, we're good, thanks. We're lying. We need your help. So check on each other. Make sure everyone's okay. Be safe. Don't be silly. Be overcautious. Wash your hands. Look at every side of the situation. Even if it is a Google conspiracy, let's just be overcautious, because we all have loved ones, and regardless of whether it's not as bad as the flu, worse than the flu, whatever the percentage rate, everyone's so hung up on it. Well, regardless, we all have loved ones. No, but we don't want anybody to die. It's like, let's look out for each other. Let's do the best we can, and just, stay safe, stay well, and be the best mankind we can be, and look out for each other. Because we're going to get through this. We're going to get through this and be wiser, and hopefully a kinder society, realizing that it doesn't matter who we are, we all went through it. And that all of us, my family and all these different diverse jobs, were just, a week away from your jobs falling apart. I mean, I guess 2 weeks. We were on a cruise, so we kind of missed the first part of it. So it's like we got back and then everything, like within a week, fell apart. So it's kind of very short how it all happened. But it doesn't take long before your life just crumbles, and it doesn't matter who you are, it happens. So stay safe, stay well.